Okay, gentlemen, today we're covering a VIX 250S cash out setup where I'll be turning this 40 USD account to over 180 USD, and of course I'll be cashing out at the end. Now, I plan to upload more of these type of videos, so I'm going to be making a playlist of each instruments, like step index a playlist, a VIX 25S playlist, and so on and so forth. Now, make sure to watch and look out for similarities in the playlist, like that step index playlist or that VIX 25S playlist, because I've also watched my step index playlist, and there's something I've noticed that has made it quite easier for me to enter and exit on step index in my recent wins, and it has actually tweaked my trading a little bit. So I urge you guys to go on the playlist and then just watch them on their own. Maybe you catch something that will help you out. Now let's get into the video. Now, before analyzing, I want to take you guys to the history. As you can see, there is step index. We had milked it actually. Now there is the setup, there is the profits, and you can see the withdrawal. Now we were at 41 USD right now, and we start off the analysis by placing our positions. Now I'm placing the positions for a sell here. I don't know if you guys can see, there's that market structure right there. You can see it's sort of like it was to dip down. Aiming sort of at the order block right below there. It's not really a complex entry, it's a basic one, but I'll show you guys why this is sort of a counter trend. Now it's a counter trend because it has to buy later on, and I'll also show you the entries I took when I bought later on. Now let me show you guys why I decided to sell VIX 250S. This is a counter trend, guys, keep that in mind. Now let me just hide the active orders so that they won't be distracting us during the analysis, and of course our setup is just on the 4-hour time frame. So the break of structure below that low, and as soon as price broke structure below the low, it consolidated. Now you can see the consolidation there, and then it gave us a swipe. Now that wipe is a liquidity grab, price grab liquidity, and then inside the range gave us a stop hunt, and immediately after it gave us a stop hunt, it shot up to give us our first break of structure or a change of character, and then it continued to shoot up and gave us another BOS right above that high. Now immediately as it broke structure right above that high, it filled. Now if you stretch out your rectangle, you can see it filled the fair value gap. Now right at the fair value gap, I didn't mark it out, but there's a smaller time frame breaker block or mitigation block within there. That's why it also dipped down. Now it rebalanced the fair value gap. That's what I concluded, that price rebalanced. Let me not make it complicated. Price rebalanced the fair value gap, and then it dropped back inside. Now if we zoom in, I hope I zoom in right now. If I zoom in the charts, you can see, you will see clearly that it dipped down and then it respected an interest point, and now it has to continue shooting up, and we'll get to that soon. So when it dipped down, it respected the breaker block. Now this breaker block, if we zoom out onto the daily chart, we can see that it's the daily bullish order block. That's why it continued to shoot up. So price basically has to continue shooting up. This is a reversal. We are basically in a reversal from the 4-hour chart. And why did I sell? I think you guys are asking yourself. So right above those two highs is, they lay some pool of liquidity, which is buy side liquidity. So we both agree that price has to buy, isn't it? But why am I selling? Because later on I'll show you. Let me just show you guys why that I ended up buying it at a later time frame. So you can see this is a different account. I ended up buying this VIX 250S, and I did not milk it nicely. That's what it ate me inside. Yeah, it was frustrating that I didn't milk the buy enough. Now you guys are asking, why didn't you milk it with the same account. Yeah, it's because I had withdrawn in this account and it was at a later time frame. So let's get back into our sell. I now want to show you guys why I sold, and I think it's basic. So let's get back to the analysis. Now you can see here price continued to move up to break structure above that high. Now it did not have enough momentum to continue to break structure above the high on to our left. Instead, it created a reversal pattern and it's about to continue to return back into the zone and then shoot up. Now price respected the 15-minute order block. This is within our reversal, and it respected at the rejection block, at the 15-minute rejection block, drop down to give us a break of structure. Now after give us a break of structure, there is that low on our left and price wiped. Now after it wiped, of course it gave me doubt that maybe it might have just grabbed liquidity and it will continue to move up, but I could see like price was respecting that 15-minute order block. You can see there's that 15-minute order block and price is reacting off of it. So that's why I think I decided to sell it right there. And of course the aim is for price to reach down to the sell side liquidity, and there's a huge inefficiency and price will hit the 30-minute order block. So price basically has to drop down and then we'll buy it later. This is a sell to buy setup. I wouldn't recommend everyone to enter it. They're extremely risky, and I might even say like I was lucky here because on our left maybe it had not hit a higher time frame interest point. So yeah, this is the sell. We'll see what happens afterwards. I plan to buy later on, but I think I've shown you guys. So this is after some few minutes, maybe I think an hour maximum, and we're close to double the account, and I decided I think I should stay in. So around this time I decided to enter 10 to add on 0.05. This is just to add on. So at first I think I had entered more than that. Yeah, we have to see what happens, because if you trust your setup right there, it had sort of closed below the low, so I just thought it had to dip down to the fair value gap. So moments later we can see right now that now it continued to drop down, and it had dropped down to our 1 hour order block. So from the daily you can see it's this thing has to buy. So I didn't know exactly where to buy, and I knew it was gonna take some time or a bit of while before we could buy. So yeah, it was at that 1 hour order block, and yeah, I think around this time 140 USD in profits from 40 USD. That's a good amount of profit. So I decided to close right there and there from 40 USD to 180 USD. That's some good profits. Now you can see right there that we ended up cashing out. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next video.